Hey, Jesse, I just have to let you know that it's so funny how you say Adam Schiff's last name.
Adam Shit?
Yeah,
What's funny about that?
I have no idea.
Adam Shit!
Oh my God!
Anyone who get angry over another person not taking a vaccine, you got an issue. You're retarded. This is from the New York Post. A man took 10 COVID vaccine shots in a single day. 10 shots in one day. What the? Here's what he looked like now. Oh, God.
What we've seen from the Fraternal Order of Police, and particularly the leadership, is a lot of misinformation, a lot of half-truths, and frankly, flat-out lies in order to induce an insurrection. And
they're
what
wearing that
he said,
word
even
down,
after,
right?
What I heard that he said, even after the lawsuit was filed and we notified them, is urging members of the department to ignore their chain of command.
She need to be insurrecting that fro. Insurrect that fro.
If you ever dealt with someone like a woman that's like angry at you,
All the time. What the?
yeah,
Anthony Fauci is a little Weasley snake in the grass. Nothing. He doesn't even have a whole body. Hey, Lonnie, Happy Man History Month. Welcome to the show.
Let me say this. You stupid. You an idiot. I mean, I don't know why you on the show.
Let me ask you.
Man, you ignorant.
Let
you
me-
love Donald Trump.
How do you
love
spell
Donald Trump.
ignorant?
Hey, how you spell your mama? Okay,
No.
You love Donald Trump. You love Donald Trump.
How do you
And
spell
Donald Trump-
ignorant?
How you spell your mama, you fool? And Donald Trump was a big fool. He's the worst president we ever had.
And God bless America.
But you stupid. You an idiot. And anybody listen to your show gotta be a fool.
So are you
Donald
a fool
Trump,
for
that
listening?
president-
Are you a fool for listening?
No, I just have to call him. Donald
Are
Trump
you a
lost.
fool for
He wrote-
listening?
Yes, I listen to you.
Are you a
I won't
fool
take
for
nothing you say.
listening?
But you know what?
Are you a
You know
fool
what?
for listening, fool?
Fool. Listen to you.
Fool.
Anybody's a fool. Listen to you. anybody's
Fool,
a
are you a fool for
You're an
listening?
idiot. Yes, I am. Listening to you because you stupid.
Oh,
You are
amazing.
Stupid.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From Albuquerque to wherever. What is a man?
Like a real man anyway, is someone with XY chromosome.
With what?
With an XY chromosome. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah. But I
that
do
was deep. Because I think that woman that we just showed, that one woman, Ainsley Airhead, is her name Ainsley Airhead? Yeah. Ainsley Airhead? Yep. Ainsley Airhead, she's one of the hosts of Fox. I think I knew it was Air something.
Well, Tesla, if you know, Elon Musk, he CEO of Tesla, that electric car that's real popular. He's the guy behind SpaceX, which is the company sending people up in space. Like, this guy's all about that, right?
He's white?
The future. He's, white as South African, in fact.
Oh, he's from South Africa?
Mm-hmm.
That's where he lives now?
No, he's in America.
Oh, I see.
And
I'm about to say, though, black people going to burn down his spaceship.
Yeah.
What the? I wonder if Bruce Jenner work out in his dress. He does?
Probably. He's a lady.
He's a lady. Whoa, 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 he's a lady. And most women today are slut, especially today's woman.
But if the men want that, they're going to do that. It's up to men to stand up, not women.
You know why women do it? The real reason?
Why?
Because they love the power that they have over the man. They love to control.
Some women.
And so,
Some women.
No, all. All women love to control. Not one that doesn't.
I don't think so.
But here's the thing. I don't give about feelings anymore. I'm 70. 8. I went to Vietnam to fight for all this. Do you think I care about some feelings?
All right, folks, welcome back. We are having men's church on Sunday. Men's church on Sunday. We are having men's forum. Thank you. What? Just call me Joe Biden.
My husband has a restraining order against me because of my anger.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
And I have a.
You can't correct your wife.
Says who?
You.
No. I can't correct her in what way? I correct her all the time. She corrects me.
She corrects you better. You know, the other day I was driving down the road and I saw these women walking down the sidewalk and they had on these little tight pants and cut-off pants way up in their butthole. And I'm like thinking, most women are indecent sluts today. Sal said, get to the point. Where's the shirt?
Huh?
The sparkly shirt.
Oh. I thought that was
whatever. You killed that shirt. You got rid of that shirt. Right. I haven't seen that shirt anywhere at any time. Did you dig a hole and put it in there or something?
Yeah.
But you still have it.
Yeah, maybe.
So for those who don't know what we're talking about, the Anchor Baby has a shirt. When you're not on camera, it doesn't look like a sparkling shirt. But when you're on camera, it looked like a sparkling blouse, glittery blouse.
Yeah, I sat there for 3 hours. I did your 3-hour show, and people didn't listen to a single word I said. They just talked about a sparkly blouse.
And you quickly got rid of it. That was amazing.
And they didn't call it a sparkly blouse until you did. But anyway.
Oh, yeah. But you still have it. The blouse ain't dead yet. Mm-hmm. And then this is Nick, better known as the Anchor Baby, my producer.
There he is.
Thank you, man.
No problem.
Nick, the Anchor Baby, better known as the shirt.
Remember Dr. Bandy Lee? She's completely silent now about Joe Biden, former guest on your show.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing.
She was the Asian psycho?
Yeah, Asian psycho.
Okay.
Would be her title, yeah.
But so I just kind of wanted to get your thoughts on what if Candace Owens was to run? Like, I'm not saying that's going to happen, but what if Candace Owens was to run with Trump?
Mark her name off and just vote for Trump.
But she would still be the vice president, so how would that make you feel?
Awful. Nicki Minaj said that to the black people. If you're black and you're and the Democrats tell you to shove marbles up your ass, you simply do it. That is so true.
I've heard you call women bitches several times.
Yes.
And I would like your definition of a bitch.
Any female that has anger.
Oh. Well, that's everybody.
I rest my case.
Since President Biden being president, what grade would you give him?
Biden being president, what grade would I give him?
Yes.
A +F. This is from the Wall Street Journal. A black developer out of New York aimed to build the city's tallest skyscraper, the new Affirmation Tower, which is inspired by the Afro Pick and will be built to support minority and female-owned businesses. There go to AfroCon right there. What a mess, huh? They're trying to make the city look black. Yeah, that's the AfroCon. And the way the hair look nowadays, they're going to need one that big. In other news, though, in San Francisco, construction on the Afro Dome is just about finished. Here's the Afro Dome. See the big fro and the stairways lead up into the fro? That's the Afro Dome. This woman, Nancy Pelosi, I think she's like 80-something. And still as dumb as a doorknob. And what a bitch. Okay, anyway.
There's an amazing scene in a movie called The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio where he fights a bear.
Oh, yeah? Where's Leonardo Capitan now?
Do you have singing at church here?
Have what?
Singing.
Sometimes I might hit a note.
I have a master's degree in feminist spirituality.
Feminist spirituality. Mm-hmm. How do you feel about men? How do you see men?
I like men.
What do you like about them? Uh-huh. What do you teach at your church?
I teach them the truth.
What is the truth?
Well, that's a good question, and that's going to be my sermon this Sunday. I just read an article in the LA Times last week about racism, and the white people that were polled said that there wasn't really a racism problem, and the black people who were polled said that there was a racism problem. Now, who's speaking the truth there?
The white folks.
I'm a white folk, and I don't believe that racism isn't a problem.
There's no such thing as racism.
You're a black man, and you're going to sit here and tell me that racism doesn't exist.
And I grew up on a plantation down in Alabama under the Jim Crow laws. Racism does not exist. It's a lie. Do you disagree with that?
Oh, please. I pastor an African-American church. I see it daily.
Where's your proof that racism exists?
The proof is in the differences in their salaries. I have women in my congregation who are caregivers.
Right.
And they are paid less than the women of other races, other colors that work for the same agency.
Okay, so I pay my black employees more than I do my white ones.
Good for you.
More, is that racism?
I'm not sure what that is.
Why not?
Racism is a power differential.
I'm discriminating against my white employees. I'm paying my black people, and my white employees are better workers.
No, it is discrimination.
Is
There's
that
no doubt
racism?
about it, but I'm not sure it's racism.
Why not?
Because the white folks still call the shots.
But I'm calling the shot.
Well,
the shots.
If you want
I'm
to
calling the
discriminate
shot.
in that manner, I don't know that anybody would ever stop you.
Is it racism?
No.
But why, if the white man does it, it's racism, but if I do it, it's not?
Well, white privilege is the answer.
But I'm privileged here. I own the company. I'm paying the salary.
But that doesn't necessarily give you the kind of privilege that a white man would have.
I have a better privilege. I own the company.
All right. Good for you.
So why is it if the white man did it, it's racism? If I do it, it's not?
Because the privilege lies with my skin color, okay? Not with what I own or what I do.
Then why did you use that as an example then? Give me an example of racism. That's not an example then, because I own the company. I'm black as the ace of spades. I'm discriminating against my white employees.
And that's not racism.
And it's not racism. But
No.
if my white counterpart did the exact same thing, it would be racism.
To black employees?
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
That's amazing. And that makes sense to you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you ever dated a black woman?
Yes, of course. I dated everything. Yeah.
You dated everything?
Yeah.
Transgender too?
No.
Go into Walmart and go into Target. You'll see products that are made by black folks. Toilet paper, dish detergent, washing powder. All these products are made from black folks.
Where's the proof that toilet paper are made by black people?
Once again, if
And
you
they
look
do
at the
have
name
black. They do have some black product like black hair stuff for afros. But where do you prove that toilet paper is made by a black business owner?
all you have to do is look on the label, on the tape, on the product itself, and it would tell you who made this product.
So on the toilet paper, it tells you made by blacks.
No, it don't say made by black. It's made by this company.
It says made by black company.
Yeah.
Give me one name of a black company that make toilet paper.
It's called Natural Higgins.
Natural what?
Higgins.
How you spell that?
HIDDS.
Amazing. Let me go to Pete, a first-time caller out of Kentucky. Pete, thank you for calling and thanks for holding. You're on the air.
Yeah, what's up, Jesse?
All is well, sir. How are you?
I'm good.
No man is good, but all is well.
Well, I am good, so.
You must be God.
No, I'm not God.
Only God is good. I can't imagine myself coming home from school. Grandma, somebody hurt my feeling at school today. What the? I would have got my butt whooped. That would have been worse than emotional feelings. Gregory is out of Florida. Gregory, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, how you doing, Jesse?
All is well, sir. How are you?
All right. Do you remember when I called you in January?
No.
I called you.
Never ask a black man if he remembers.
90 going north on Streamlabs. I can just imagine Jesse as a doctor and explaining the bad news to the family. Ma'am, your husband expired. He died right there on the table. He dead.
He dead.
May his soul rest in peace.
Right. Get it off your chest.
Yes, sir. How are you doing, Jesse?
All is well, sir. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good, man.
Yeah. I'm shocked that you didn't answer that the way I thought you would. But okay.
Well, you didn't say you were good.
I am good.
No man is good. What's a pansexual? I didn't know what that meant.
So to me, pansexual means I'm attracted to cis women, cis men, but also trans women and trans men.
So what's a sissy woman and a sissy man? What does that mean?
How you doing, Mr. Hank?
I'm doing fine. The name is Hake.
Okay, Hank.
Wow, such utter disrespect. I said the name is Hake, and you just said Hank again. Are you hard of hearing?
Okay. No, I just call it Hank. You know, I mean, whatever. You just, hillbilly.
Can I call you N-word?
And you hear this man saying, yes, you grab him in the pussy. You hear him saying that.
He said because he's famous, when you're famous, it's easy for women to allow you to do that. He never said he did that.
There were quite a few women.
But Monique, when I was in a father state, I was a slut maker, and I grabbed all kind of sluts in one word. How would you describe Camilla Harris?
Courageous.
Crazy?
Courageous.
Oh, courageous. I thought you said crazy.
Courageous.
I'm about to give you a fist bump if you said crazy.
Jesse, if you're white in the middle, do you dance white?
Well, I haven't danced in so long, I probably do now. Let me go to Mike, a first-time caller out of North Carolina. Hey, Mike.
I'm 23. I live with my mom, or in this case, she lives with me. She drinks and, steals money from time to time. And
she steals money from you?
Yeah, from, my card and stuff. Finds the digits and, orders them and stuff.
Wow.
Orders alcohol online. But I don't, I don't really feel it's right to, kick her out.
Your mother is not your wife. Don't let her make you her husband.
Exactly.
She got to go, man, and don't be afraid to tell her that, hey, you got to go, you drunk.
We have had reports of fun on this stream. Warning. We have had reports of fun on this stream. Warning.
William, out of Kansas City. Go ahead. Let's try it again.
Okay, Jesse, I had a question for you.
Yes, sir.
First of all, do you have any questions for me?
No, I don't.
Okay, my question is, what actually constitutes a child being born out of wedlock?
You sound pretty old. What do you think it is?
What do you mean I sound pretty old? I'm just as old as you.
Right. We're old. You think you're being brave. You think you're being impressive. And it's all about you all the time. It's about you and your daddy, the devil. A recent paper submitted by PubMed argues that black people show higher rates of obesity when confronted with anti-Black Lives Matter movement. The stress caused by being exposed to all lives matter causes higher incidence of obesity. So when you say that, they go eat their butts off.
Right, yeah.
They go eat.
Yep.
It's not because blacks are angry, immoral, and out of control.
Yeah.
It's because of all lives matter.
You know, I had a sneaking suspicion that was the problem. And PubMed, thank you for clarifying. PubMed, the word is gospel.
All lives matter.
Yeah, be careful. You might want to make sure to go to the gym today or you're going to get fat.
I'm telling you. What the? I had a friend used to say that life is a bitch and then you die. And his life was a bitch and then he died.
I have the high privilege and distinct honor of presenting to you the President of Ukraine, Vladimir Zelensky. Slava Ukraina!
Slava Ukraina! Slava Ukraina! They ain't going to do anything for you and your country, but they're going to have blah, blah, husabla.
When I say, like, when I go back, like, that's what I'm at. Like, my question for you is, when was America ever your country?
The moment I popped out of my mama's womb.
He works night shift,
Uh-huh.
so I make sure that he's got a nice spinach salad and
You obey him?
a nice. Huh?
You obey him?
Do I obey him?
Do you obey him?
No.
H. Sizzle on Streamlabs says, "Good morning, crew. Don't know if you knew, but Joe Biden had a meeting with the cabinet today. He also spoke to the bookcase and argued with the desk."
Can I get a witness? Can I get some hot sauce from Hillary Clinton's bag? Because I don't feel no ways tired. And so some of you know, this is from the Daily Mail, that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock following a joke about his wife. And so the Oscars, as of last night, is a complete ghetto.
I love whites, I love Jews, I love blacks, I love Asians, I love Hispanics, Mexican, I love French, Germans, everybody.
Do you love the Great White Hope?
Okay, are we done?
Do you love the Great White Hope?
Okay.
It's supposed to be the holy day, and this man is talking about fasting from whiteness. You know this is the son of the devil. So he's fasting from whiteness during Lent by abstaining from, listen to this, abstaining from performing hymns composed or written by white musicians. I guess that leaves Tom Petty out. Well, I won't back down. No, I won't back down. Isn't that something? That leaves Tom out. Poor Tom.
Can you help me thank the Lord that a black woman is getting ready to be on the Supreme Court? She's not going to be there because of affirmative action. She's not going to be there because she's a token Negro. But she's going to be there because her gift made room for her. Homegirl is more qualified than all of them white folks on the board combined.
Wow. Huh. Most is not qualified. Huh. She ain't affirmative action. Huh. She's more qualified Then all those white people on the court put together. Yeah, praise the Lord. Have mercy. See that? It doesn't take much. What a mess. What a mess. Huh? That woman that was accused of punching the white woman, I don't know if you noticed that, she was wearing a Mother of the Year shirt. Mother of the Year, yeah, right. Bitch of the Year.
I have a question, and this is regarding to my work now. So I'm a firefighter, and I'm a newer one, and more recently I've been noticing my coworkers and basically everybody in the fire department, the general feel I get is that they just hate me and want to see my demise.
Can you give me examples of what they're doing to you that made you think that?
Well, they will incessantly pick on every single thing that I do, from the way I mop the floors.
So they're hurting your feelings?
In a way, yes.
Oh. And your question
Am I just being a wimp, Jesse? Or
100%. What a beta. Have you heard me say how to overcome anger?
Yeah, you need to forgive your mother.
Have you done that?
Oh, yes. My mom was very abusive. And at one time she bit my ear.
She bit your ear?
Yeah.
Your mother was Mike Tyson? Let me go to Ken Nelway. Ken Nelway, out of Mommy, Africa. Ken Nelway, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Now, my partner, we've been seeing each other for a while, and she says she can't do it anymore.
Oh, you're dating a woman?
Yes.
Oh. And what's your question for me?
What do I do?
I think you should wish her well, because if you want to move on to a better life, the real life, you should wish her well and go find you another woman.
But it's going to be hard to find another one, Jesse.
No, it's not. There's a whole lot of lesbians out there. Truckloads of lesbians. So you think those thoughts are your own?
Probably not.
No. I asked, are you thinking that those thoughts are your own?
Yeah,
And,
I guess so, yeah.
And you're getting them from where?
From within.
And why are you believing that?
Because it feels, oh gosh, here we go again with the feelings.
Are you fat?
Am I fat? Oh man.
Are you fat?
I'm chubby, yeah.
You fat?
Oh man. Oh, this is too good. Yeah, I guess I'm fat.
H Sizzle on Streamlabs says the Little Rascals Buckwheat converted to Islam. He is now known as Kareem of Wheat.
I don't know if you remember, I called you about 2 weeks ago, and
never ask a black man if he remembers.
Why is that?
We don't remember. You don't look like a porn addiction recovery coach.
Who do you picture in your head when you picture porn recovery coach?
A rough, fat lesbian.
I don't know. I feel like a beta.
You are a beta. Beta!
I've been married for about 20 years, and my wife used to hit me.
Whoa!
And one time, I went for a bike ride from Seattle to Portland, Oregon. When I got back, she was angry. And she was hitting me, or she started, I was not going to let her, of course.
Is her name Amber Heard? So you're a communist. Do your father know you're a communist? Does he know?
Yeah.
You smoke pot?
Yes.
You live with your mama?
I do.
What?
Actually,
No wonder. This is from ABC. Amazon Alexa might soon replicate the voice of family members, even if they're dead. Do you want to hear your dead family member voice all the time? Why would anyone want to hear a dead person's voice all the time? You're trying to find your direction. You go on your phone. Can you give me direction to the store? And grandma speaks. I'll throw that phone in the water. The 4th of July is like a fun time, an appreciation time, barbecue time, playing the drums. Who used to play the drums at 4th of July? Not African drums, though. I want to show you the future of women. And not all, of course, but most. A Rhode Island state senator is getting ridiculed for posting a campaign video of her twerking upside down in a barely there bikini. Watch this. That's a state representative.
Send her back.
Twerking for a vote. Nick said he's voting Democrat now. What the? Amazing. I have with me Reverend Dr. Jackie Lewis. She is the senior minister of Middle Collegiate Church in New York City. Amazing. She's also the author of Fierce Love, a bold path to ferocious courage. Dr. Lewis, thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Jesse Lee. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you. When you mention ferocious courage, do you have fear?
Do I have fear?
Yes.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I have fear.
And why do you have fear?
I'm afraid that I could be standing on any corner with my grandbabies. Somebody having a bad day will see me and my little mocha chocolate babies and just think, I'm going to shoot them.
So is that why you moved away from Chicago? You were afraid of getting hurt by some black people?
Oh, no.
Who were you afraid of then with the guns?
White guys mostly white guys with guns.
So you're not afraid of the blacks killing, because you lived in Chicago for a while, right?
I grew up in Chicago. My
So you were
family's
not
black. I'm not afraid of black people.
Why not? Why are you not afraid? So many blacks are getting killed by blacks. Why are you not afraid of that?
I'm not afraid of the kind of personal violence that can happen that I wish wouldn't happen as a clergy, as a revolutionary lover. I'm not afraid of that. I'm not afraid of boys on the corner acting out. I'm afraid of assault-style weapons being purchased by 18-year-olds who are being taught hatred on the internet, and they go out and do something about it.
That's amazing. Why is the culture divided?
Mm-hmm. Why is it divided?
Yes.
Not enough of us have had the courage to have conversations across the divisions that would make us one people. We haven't had enough conversation.
Do you agree that if it wasn't for the white people finding and creating the greatest country, there would be no America? No, we would not be here. We would be somewhere else. You agree to that?
This land was called Turtle Island by the indigenous people. So no, it wasn't America.
Really?
But it could have had a different trajectory. It could have been different.
So if Columbus had not found or discovered, however you want to call it, and then got together with some other white men and with the help of God and created the greatest country on this, because you notice everybody and their mama trying to come here. It's not like it's not the best place. Would there be an America?
There would be something.
But it wouldn't be America, right?
No.
Amazing. Are you grateful for that?
Am I grateful for?
That they did found and created the greatest country on this side of heaven, America. That the white man did do that. Are you grateful for that?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed that this land was stolen. I'm ashamed that my ancestors were kidnapped and built it. And I'm ashamed that white supremacy still hijacks the agenda here.
Oh, can you define white supremacy for me? Because I don't know what that means. Because I hear a lot of black people calling white people white supremacists. And in my mind, it sounds like they believe that white people are superior to them.
Well, that's not what it means.
What does it mean then?
It doesn't mean that I, as a black person, think that white people are superior. It
So
means
why
that
would you use that word, the white supremacy? It implies that you believe that.
No, it doesn't imply. Can we stop for a minute?
Yes.
This is not the conversation I thought we were having today, and I feel very uncomfortable.
No. I'm just following about something to get an understanding from you.
Yeah, but I feel uncomfortable. Like this tape's going to go out in the world, and some of these things that we're saying don't make me feel comfortable at all.
But you write about them and you talk about them, so I just want a better understanding because I'm black and slow. A lot of things I just don't understand. That's all.
I don't feel comfortable.
All right, relax. We're doing fine.
No, I know I'm doing fine. I'm saying I don't feel comfortable.
Oh, but relax.
So I'd like our producer, whoever that is, to pause tape. I'm not going to do this interview right now. It doesn't feel comfortable to me.
But all I'm doing is following up on what you've said to get an understanding why you feel so uncomfortable.
I feel uncomfortable that when we put this in the world, it might not be clear what my point of view is.
No, you're very clear.
And I'm not kidding. I'm not talking anymore until they stop the tape and we take a break.
Well, relax. We'll just and see if you still feel uncomfortable. Let me know. All right.
I'm not going to do this right now.
Oh, so are you saying that you don't want to?
I'm saying I'm done today.
Oh,
I think I said it 3 times now. I'm not talking today about this. If we want to try again, we can. I can send you questions that make me feel comfortable. So far, doesn't feel like a good conversation.
I'm a little surprised to hear you say that because you said that one of the problems with culture is that we don't sit and agree and disagree and talk about things anymore. Yeah. You said that they tend not to do that. It looked like you're about to do the same thing.
I'm about to stop talking because I could go to any room in the world, any room in the country, any room. I also get to have the ferocious courage to say, I'm not comfortable. So I'm not comfortable right now.
I know, but you're not showing ferocious courage by running.
I'm not running. I'm just not comfortable. And I'm not
what does that mean
right
you're not comfortable? I don't know what it means.
I think it means that I'm not comfortable. It doesn't feel like it's a good dialogue this moment, and I would like to pause. It doesn't feel comfortable to do it right now. Amazing. Like the product isn't going to represent what I'm trying to say. It doesn't feel that way.
But you're clearly saying what you're trying to say, and I'm just getting a better understanding to understand. Because you're helping me to understand the culture better.
If we're going to do it again, then I would send questions that help you know, what do I mean by white supremacy? What are the terms that I'm trying to use? And what's the message I'm trying to put in the world? I'm trying to put in the world a message of ferocious courage that allows for good conversations. And I'm also a human, and I'm saying this conversation doesn't feel to me like it's going how I would like it to go.
So before you run, can I ask you about some other part? Before you run, can I ask you about some other part of your book?
Not today.
Amazing.
I want to have a dialogue.
That's what we're doing.
Jesse Lee, I'm not going to talk more right now about it. I don't feel like it's going well, and I would like to stop.
Well, can we at least talk about you being a minister and what that like for you?
I'm a minister and I'm an activist, and I'm standing up for myself right now and saying this doesn't feel comfortable.
What made you decide to become a minister?
I had 1 hour scheduled for this, and it's 3 minutes to 1 hour now. So it feels like it's not going to go as well as you or I would like, and I'd like us to pause and see if we can get it on the calendar again. That's what I'd like to do.
Well, I can't force you to stay, of course. I am a little surprised that you're running, but
there's a connotation to running that doesn't feel comfortable. That's not what I'm doing. It's not going well. We're going to stop.
Can I at least ask you one more question before you go?
It depends on what it is.
About Obama. You mentioned Obama earlier. Can I ask you something about him?
We'll see. Go ahead and ask it. We'll see if I'm going to answer it.
You mentioned something about the president starting an insurrection, causing an insurrection. And I want to know, were you surprised when Obama caused the insurrection by using
Obama
Black
didn't
Lives
cause
Matter?
an insurrection. Obama didn't cause an insurrection.
But when you said...
I was talking about Trump.
Oh, you talking about Donald Trump? Oh, I thought you meant Barack Obama. Remember when Black Lives Matter was chanting?
I'm seriously, I did not imply that the President Obama had an insurrection.
Oh, I thought when you said
That's
the
you saying
president...
that. No, you didn't think that.
Yes, I did. I was thinking about when Black Lives Matter was chanting.
I'm really sorry that I'm going to go, but I really am going to go. And whoever plays this, cuts it up. If I see it in the world without having to prove it, I'm not going to be happy.
No, we're not going to cut it up. We're presenting it as is.
We're not going to present, we're not going to play this tape anywhere.
Well, you might not be able to play it, but I'm playing it.
No, you're not going to play it.
Yes, I am going to play
it. As well.
I'm sorry?
Why are you going to play something that didn't go well?
I mean, it's going well as far as I'm concerned. I thought we were having an amazing dialogue. I didn't expect you to
you're not having an amazing dialogue. You are misinterpreting what I'm saying.
I'm not interpreting at all. I'm just asking questions.
On purpose.
I'm just asking questions.
Beautiful people in the world, if you hear this, I'm Jackie Lewis. I'd love to talk with you later.
She ran.
Papa built the houses on the hill.
Papa built the houses on the hill. We ended up picking cotton.
My name is Fernando. This is my first time here.
Welcome, man.
We came from Michigan, and this is my first time.
Right on, man.
Yeah.
That's amazing. What part of Michigan?
Detroit.
Oh, my God.
So people, use your head for something besides a hat rack.
So if I'm hearing this right or reading it right, if you want to be on time, you want to start on time, that's white supremacy. You could be late with everything but the food stamps and the welfare check. When you break down the family, you open the door to evil. I saw it happen with the black community. It is now happening with the white communities. It is happening with the Hispanics. I think the Asians seem to be holding it off a little bit. They kind of stay to themselves and educate themselves and get married, and I don't think they're playing this game with us yet. Once in a while, every blue moon, so whenever you see a blue moon, just know an Asian has left the foe.
What are you? Are you a reverend of some sort?
Yes.
You are a reverend?
Yes.
Really? So where did you get that title from, reverend?
From downtown.
Downtown where specifically?
Los Angeles. Really, really think about it. When men ruled the world, the emotion wasn't even considered hurting someone's feeling. And if you got your feelings hurt, especially if you were a man, a male, a grown male too, they had a name for that, for which I will not say. George Bush was a sick, pathetic, bootlicking man. He compared the people who rallied at the Capitol, he compared what they did to the Taliban. George Bush. I feel like kicking my own butt for voting for him. He was a total disgrace and just pitiful. George Bush is sick in the head. Liz Cheney, I think he's Dick Cheney's wife or something. I'm not sure. Oh, his daughter? Oh, his Dick Cheney's daughter. She looked old enough to be his wife. What the?
The first two shirts that I wore, the first one was Peter being crucified upside down. And then the one where he was protecting Jesus when they came to arrest him and he cut the ear off of the Romans or whatever.
And Jesus put the ear back on?
Yeah.
He's like, get his man his ear back. What the?
Yeah.
You ever loan a black person some money? And then you finally see them and you're like, well, where's my money? You owe me some money. I don't know why you asking me about money. I ain't got no money. There was a bank in L.A. at one time, black-owned bank. And they were so proud of their black bank. We got a black bank. We're as good as the white folk. We got a black bank. And they were loaned and making loans to black people. And the black people didn't pay them back. And the bank went out of business. You're asking why did they name the movie Uncle Tom instead of Sambo?
Yeah.
What's the difference between an Uncle Tom and a Sambo?
A Sambo is like what you is.
What is it?
Uncle Tom was a good dude. You're not a good dude.
What's a Sambo?
Sambo was like the Smith. Sambo was like the underling to the master in the book.
You say Sambo was an onion ring?
Good morning, sir.
Oh, good morning, man. How was your weekend?
It was nice. Rested and a little bit of basketball, a little bit of exercise.
I didn't know Abba people play basketball. By the way, she is a professor and a self-described antichrist, anti-racist, and feminist, which means she's evil from the soul down. Melissa is out of Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, I wanted to call and tell you about my experience with my daughter in the schools. This place was on the east side of Cleveland. They're like, well, just try it. And so we went out there, and she was the only white girl in the school.
Wow.
Not only the only white girl, she was the only girl.
Wow.
And they had this.
Is she still
meeting. There's like
alive?
12 people.
Who is that black person on your shirt?
This is from The Shining.
Oh, that movie, The Shining?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this is the black man that was working in the hotel.
What? He's white on the outside. Jerome is out of Columbus, Georgia.
You shut the fuck up.
Jerome,
Yes.
who you cussing at?
What's that?
You cussing at somebody.
Yeah,
You just told someone to shut the F up.
yeah, you were talking about George Floyd.
This is such an amazing story from the Daily Mail. CNN commentator Van Jones has welcomed home a new baby daughter with a female friend after the two decided to become conscious co-parents. Beta! Over a friendly meal. Can you imagine having a meal and you guys are just friends and you say, oh, you know what, let's make a baby together. And let's call it co-parenting. Jones is 53, who already has a daughter, Beta, with ex-wife Gina Carter, told TMZ that he realized he wanted to raise another child after the pandemic lockdown. Oh, let me find a friend of mine to make it with. What a dummy. What a dummy.
You do know that the American, the country was built off the backs of cotton. You know that, right?
I know that in the South there was a cotton picking time, but that wasn't what America was built on the back of. That's not true.
Right. Okay, you're misinformed. That was the
I
heart
used to
of the
pick
Civil
cotton.
War.
I'm not misinformed.
Our education system has failed you, sir.
Did you know that the cotton didn't make up even 1.5% of the country's GDP?
I don't think that. I don't know how long God's gonna let you get away with this. But
So your education system has failed you. You must went to a black school.
Have you ever heard of Black Wall Street that they destroyed? Oh
Do
my
you know
God.
that it was rebuilt?
Again, you just you have to
No,
start-
answer that question for me.
I know you.
Answer that question. Did you know it was so-called Black Wall Street was rebuilt? Did you know that?
Did they rebuild Black Wall Street?
Yes.
The way it was?
Yeah, it was even
Okay,
better the second time around. Have you watched Uncle Tom 2 yet?
Did it show you licking some boots.
Yeah, I'm in
Licking?
there. I'm in there, yeah. Will you watch Uncle Tom too? And it'll tell you the truth about so-called Black Wall Street.
You guys live on lies. Like, you take...
Will you watch it, Jerome?
What's it called? Bootlickers?
Uncle Tom too. What a beta! Lesbian.
Hey, Hassan and Jesse, why you guys think that women put nice guys in the friend zone?
Yeah, women hate nice guys.
Right.
Because nice guys are beta guys. Beta. Keninji Jackson has spoken more than, get this, 11,000 words in her first 8 arguments. 11,000 words in her first 8 arguments. Somebody need to tell her, won't you be quiet? Miss, we don't talk like this on the court. That's too much. Okay, we get the point. Maybe Justice Thomas would tell her, shut up and sit down. We know you here. So we have a photo that compares the words spoken.
So she doubled the second closest.
Wow. And Justice Clarence Thomas spoke only 96 words.
Isn't that amazing?
That's amazing. See, lady, y'all talk too much.
What is worth more, art or life? Are you more concerned about the protection of a painting or the protection of our planet and people?
She's brainwashed, dumbed down, emotional, and has no clue as to what she's talking about. So apparently they glued themselves to the wall, their hands to the wall. I wish that they would leave them there and let them rot. Leave them there and just let them rot away. Make no attempt to get them off the wall.
Yeah, I was doing some reading.
Oh, Lord.
And
Is it right for a woman to kill a man's child in the womb?
It's not like you keep saying that she has no right to the child. Like if it's in her womb, in her possession, like possession is 9/10 of the law, right?
Is it right for a woman to kill a man's child in the womb, in her womb?
Possession is like 9/10 of the law. You know that, right?
I don't know what that means, but that sounds dumb.
So I'm the youngest of 4 boys in my family, and my parents still have the oldest son at their house. He's kind of just taking advantage of the situation.
Absolutely.
Like, he's got a chemical imbalance, and he's got mental issues and stuff like that.
He got a mama imbalance.
Yeah, that's right.
Which would you rather have? Drag queens dancing to the children or the children praying to God? Pick your choice. And they chose the drag queen. If that doesn't scare your pants off, your dress off, your whatever you have on, your drag queen clothes off, I don't know what will.
You say you was moving to Florida, correct?
Right.
But don't you know Florida is the establishment of hate? And
Of
they say
hate?
there's over H-A-T-E.
Oh, hate.
They call it the hate state because so many people down there with the Proud Boys and the Oak Keepers, and you still want to go down there?
Oh, let me hurry up and pack up. I didn't know they were down there. What the? Let me hurry up there. I didn't know about that, man. Thank you for letting me know.
My question for you is if you think witches are real.
Witches are real. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Except for Maxine Water, the Wicked Witch of the West.
So what about like those veterans who you ever seen these videos of like dogs that were owned by veterans and then the people die and then the dog is at the grave and they make these commercials with this music and the dog's just sitting there crying at the grave for days?
You train the dog to do it, so if you train the dog and take him to the grave site, he's gonna hang out.
But I don't think they're training it to.
You think the dog wake up on the day of the funeral? You know what? It's gonna be my trainer's funeral today. Let me get ready to go to the funeral. Let me just take a good shower and a shave this morning and go to a funeral.
In all honesty, I'm fast. Most black people are fast. Thank you. You know what I mean? Thank you, Lord.
I'm actually wearing a costume today.
Right now?
Yeah. I'm supposed to be Steve Jobs.
Oh, that's what the glass is about?
Yeah.
You look like a Allah Abba kind of a Steve. I saw a picture of your dog in a Halloween suit.
Isn't that amazing?
It's mind-blowing.
Yeah, I know. I put it on just as a joke.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
But he didn't look like he was laughing. Did you know Hate dressed as a black person?
Was it like a specific black person or just?
A rapper, baller type of a black. That's amazing. Can you see Hate dressed like a black person? What? You still can't blame the schools because if you didn't send your kids to the gender studies, they could study the genders.
No.
And then at 4 p.m. Nick Stream, the Anchor Baby show, Nick Stream on YouTube there, at 4 p.m. Pacific time. So you might want to take a ride with the Anchor Baby. He is flying the plane. And he's only crashed once, and only 600 people died. You know, I mentioned that they elected a lesbian governor in Massachusetts last night. Yesterday's midterm result saw several historic firsts across the country. It was a mess.
I was calling because you said a quote earlier that the civil rights movement was the worst thing that happened to blacks in this country.
Other than abortion, yes.
You haven't read and studied it, and that's why you don't know.
No, you have read and
Because
studied.
a lot of
That's
times,
why you believe in a lie.
when someone was free, they would want to have their wife to make sure that they weren't.
Let's do this because we'll go back and forth with this stuff. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. Tell me.
I do know what I'm talking about. The one who doesn't is the person that doesn't read, and that's you.
Are blacks better off today or worse than before the civil rights movement?
I think we're better off, yes.
How? In what way?
That blacks are allowed to be educated. They are allowed to go and work in certain jobs.
They were allowed to be educated prior to the civil rights movement, too.
Oh, really? When was that? When was that? Could they go to Harvard?
You don't know that blacks...
Could they go to... Wait. Could they go to Harvard necessarily?
Bye. Let me go out to Arkansas or Arkansas or Kansas. What is it? Is it Arkansas or Arkansas or what? Let me ask Joel.
Isn't it crazy how something can be amazing and also a mess?
Yes. It can be an amazing mess. You can marry the finest woman on earth and live in the finest community, the biggest home, have maids and butlers and black slaves, and you would still not be happy.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen Jungle Book?
Are you asking me that because I'm black?
No,
Why are you asking me about the jungle?
He wrote it. All right.
The first question you asked the black man, have you read the Jungle Book? I'm telling you about a deep
He wrote it.
Spiritual book.
That guy,
And you want to take me to the jungle. I'm not an ape. What? You think all black people are apes? What? Nah. Look at that dumb black woman and so-called vice president. That woman's so dumb, cackling like a hen.
I don't think of that woman as black.
Yeah.
I don't think of her as white, but I don't think of her as black.
I don't think of her as vice president either.
Yeah.
Eugene69 on Streamlab. Salam alaikum, Hassan. Hi, Jesse and chat.
He likes salam alaikum. I like salam with crackers. What is a Tinder app?
Oh, what is it, the app? It's like a dating app.
Oh, you go in there and apply for a date?
Well, you can go on there and like swipe left or swipe right. You see pictures of...
Oh, I see. You have a picture of this girl?
So this is kind of like a diagram of showing the analytics of this girl's profile. She swiped 500 times to the right. It led to basically 171 chats. Then it led to 54 dates. And then that 54 dates led to 37 casual sexes. What the?
Wow, she was busy. What a slut. And the reality is there are no such thing as problems. Problems do not exist. They are an illusion that begins with a thought. That's why I said every human being that's angry is two hoops and a holler from Jeffrey Dahmer, from being Jeffrey Dahmer. Two hoops and a holler. Tony out of California. Tony, you're on the air.
Good morning, Jesse. How you doing?
All is well, Tony.
You celebrate Christmas, and Christmas is a big lie.
Why?
It's all about
not to
profit
me.
and
It's not a
gain.
lie. Christmas is Santa Claus Day, man. What the?
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Because you turn around and tell your children that Santa Claus is coming down a chimney, and you don't even have a chimney.
How you know I don't have a chimney?
Come on, Jesse. Let's keep it 100.
You think all black people don't have chimneys?
A whole lot of people ain't got no chimney.
I have a chimney, buddy. I live in a white area. I have a chimney.
You got a fake. You got a fake fireplace.
No, I have the real chimney.
Okay. How many times you see Santa Claus come
wait,
down?
stay with me. It's hard for you to believe that a black man got a chimney.
No. I was raised in the country. We had.
So why do you say I don't have a chimney? You don't know what you're talking about.
Because the thing is, if you got
you said I did not have a chimney. Why did you say I did not have a chimney when you don't know what you're talking about?
Until you prove that you got a chimney.
I don't need to prove. You want me to bring it to work?
Let's talk about religion, Jesse.
Right.
I ain't call you talk about no chimney.
Well, you should have brought it up then.
Well, I mean, don't try to kill time with something that ain't important.
Well, you
Let's talk
don't bring
about
it up
religion.
then. If it ain't important, don't bring it up. I can't just let you say something and then let it just slide by. Everybody think I don't have a chimney.
Oh yeah, you.
I can't let that pass because you said I don't have a chimney. I'm telling you, the Santa's coming down the chimney. You just said I didn't have one. You didn't know what you were talking about. So now we're clearing it up. I do have a chimney.
You live in a secluded area. All you got is a fake fireplace. That's all you got.
You ain't got no chimney.
No, I don't.
And I don't have a fake fireplace. I have a real one. I told you that already. Stop lying. I thought you knew God. You up there lying about my chimney.
Where you get your wood from?
What?
Do you go and cut your wood? Do you cut your own wood? No, you don't.
I get a Mexican to do it. Let me go to Ron out of Texas. Ron, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, Jesse, how's it going?
All is well, Ron.
I want to read the definition of Semitic.
Of what?
Semitic. Relating to, denoting a family of the languages constituting the main subgroup of the Afro-Asiatic languages.
And why did you want to read that?
What it's saying here is that the Semitic people are of the Afro-Asiatic languages, meaning they have Afros.
What's an Asian-ass language?
Asiatic.
What is that?
Asia.
All
that was once called Asia.
Ron, Nobody know. They tell me all the time they have no idea what you'll be talking about. That's why I try to narrow it down.
And
so that's what I'm asking you. What is age-your-ass afro? Miguel, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
hey, thank you, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir.
When I want to like talk to women, I feel like I don't want to deal with them because I don't want to deal with like any of the mess and the confusion and the games.
Yeah.
So like I kind of take the easy way out and like just just get a hooker or a prostitute. So.
Are you doing the silent prayer?
No, I'm not.
And why haven't you given it a try? You heard about it?
Yes.
Why
Yes,
haven't
I
you
heard
given it a try?
Truthfully, because I'm kind of a hooper and hollower when I go to church. But
the more you hoop and holler, the more prostitutes you're gonna want.
I love this pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie debate.
I never had a pumpkin pie until I went to the city. It looked like it was a sweet potato pie. And so when I taste it, I'm like, this ain't no sweet potato pie. What? This pumpkin pie is an imposter. Hassan brought in a pumpkin pie and a sweet potato pie, a slash of it.
It's pretty.
So we can test the imposters. Is that right, Hassan?
Exactly.
Well, test which one's better, right?
Yeah.
Or what is it?
I
We're
said
settling
we start
which
on
one's
the
better.
left.
Don't tell them yet.
Which one's what?
Let me ask first who they think is what. Which one is the sweet potato? Which one is the pumpkin?
This is the sweet potato, and this is the pumpkin. And the pumpkin is supposed to come with whipped cream on it. That's probably why you have a certain preference that is incorrect.
And you brought them in today for what purpose?
To settle the score because
Right.
the fight
Yeah.
is between pumpkin pie and sweet potato. You're saying
There's no contest.
Your team's sweet potato. I'm telling y'all it's pumpkin pie.
Right. And
so let's taste.
All right,
it.
let's go in.
Which one do we taste first?
I'm gonna do the pumpkin first because I'm gonna throw up. This has no taste.
Oh, come on.
It's
It's delicious.
Which one?
That's
The
What an
pumpkin,
exaggerator.
It's subtle.
It's a little sweet. That's about it. But it all gooey, mushy like.
It's subtle
It's so-
and
You
sophisticated.
mean like pie?
It does right.
it's
It does-
too white
Not like
for
pie.
JLP.
All right,
Right.
we're hitting the pumpkin now.
It's too white. Let me do
The
the
good stuff.
Let me do the sweet potato.
I knew I was right. Pumpkin pie. Let's go.
Good. The sweet potato.
It's more obvious. It's more blatant. It's more in your face.
Right,
It's
like black off.
Wow. Way better.
I love them both the
black.
same, but they're different. It's apples and oranges. I like them both.
You
I
see-
do prefer apples though.
What do you prefer?
Pumpkin pie, complex, has that cinnamon, has a little bit more stuff. It's just more it's subtle, not in your face.
Right.
What do you prefer the
Pumpkin pie, pumpkin pie.
How about you?
Sweet potato used to be king,
100%.
but pumpkin is in charge now.
100%
Pumpkin
the sweet potato.
The sweet potato?
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's right.
They're both really good. I like them both because I love everybody.
Hey, he's a Christian.
All pies matter.
All right.
So my question is, why do you use the term beta to describe men instead of words like effeminate that are like biblical?
Like effeminate, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I just like beta. Beta, 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 beta. Toughen up, Soy Jack. Does your wife obey you? That means no.
I don't know.
Yes, sir.
Nice shirt.
Thank you.
Are you going over to Ukraine? Frederick, out of California. Frederick, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
How you doing? Good morning. I got a question for you, Jesse.
Okay.
If Jesus died on Friday, right?
Right.
And he died for 3 days, was it?
Yeah.
And he resurrected on a Sunday, right?
Yes. I guess
I
that's what
think
they
that's
say.
only 48 hours.
They couldn't count back then. Josh, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hey, thanks for having me, Jesse. Merry Christmas, man.
Merry Christmas, Josh.
Santa coming down the chimney.
That's for sure.
I don't have a chimney. I'm black.
Do you live in a house?
No, I live in a truck. I'm a truck driver.
Oh, well, truck drivers have those long chimney things coming out with the smoke.
Oh, yeah, we do that. But you know what? My truck doesn't even have that.
What a beta truck.
Yeah, but you know what? I think truck drivers, we're Santa's helpers because we deliver. We are Santa. We deliver the goods to places. Yeah, so we kind of we're on Santa's team, and most truckers are fat old white guys with beards too.
So you white?
No, I'm black though.
Well, you can't be Santa. What the? Oh man! They have this new federal government money package they're putting together. They even have money in there for Big Mama Michelle. Tax dollars for Big Mama. This is from Fox. Listen to this. Senate leaders unveil a $1.7 trillion federal government funding bill early Tuesday morning. More money spent. Nothing for the borders. Nothing to stop crime. Nothing to create jobs. Not to fund the police. Not bring back bail bond and put the folks in prison that's committing a crime. But guess what they got in the bill? They have in the bill Michelle Obama Trail. They're going to build a trail where you can walk up and down, and they're going to name it Michelle Obama, Big Mama Michelle. They had nothing else better to do with our money but to make a trail for Big Mama.
The city unveiling a sculpture commemorating the Reverend and his wife, Coretta Scott King. The 20-foot tall and 40-foot wide bronze monument is the largest in the U.S. dedicated to racial equity.
What the? Where do people head? Doesn't look like a chopped off head thing. And they worship it as though it's beautiful. Is it like a monster or something? What the? This is gross. It's shocking. It has no head on it.
Biden had hoped to secure the freedom of two Americans, Griner and former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan, who's been imprisoned on espionage charges for 4 years.
I'm happy that Brittany is going home today, but I don't understand why I'm still sitting here. My bags are packed. I'm ready to go home. I just need an airplane to come and get me.
And it's also being reported that the man, Paul Whelan, is a Trump supporter. Why did they find that necessary to put it out there? But they're saying that. And if it's true, Paul, it's over, buddy. You ain't coming home. The fact that you're a white male and it said that you support Trump, you ain't coming home, buddy. You can unpack. Yesterday, Pete Buttigieg, the United States Secretary of Transportation, spoke at a conference where he made no mention of the derailment in Ohio. In the meantime, Pete Buttigieg is partying it up. He ain't got time to run no infrastructure. What the?
Do you plan to travel there, and have you talked with the mayor?
I can't recall that. I don't think I've talked to the mayor. I've talked to everyone else there, and multiple times. I've talked to both the senators, both governors. I've talked to everyone there is to talk to. And we've made it clear that everything is available.
I don't know. I don't remember I talked to the mayor, but I talked to everybody else. Everybody else, like who? Stop this. I talked to everybody, but was my mama there? Come on, man. Maya Angelou had some of the dumbest poems you ever heard. I went down to the mountain, and the water was flowing, and then I was just quiet. And people go, yeah, deep. What a great poet. I'm like, she didn't say anything. Remember her?
Yeah.
Did you like her?
Yeah, I guess so.
Really? You like her made up crap she was saying?
I don't know. I think there's sometimes.
But you can be, don't be ashamed. We all lived in darkness at one time.
No, I'm trying to remember if Nina Simone, because I love Nina Simone,
Where's Nina now?
In my heart.
She lives. She's in heaven.
He said she's in his heart. No wonder. No wonder he like Maya Angelou. She probably in there too. You went to hell.
Right. It was a whole space there in that place where music was playing.
Beyonce and Rihanna?
No, I never said that at all.
Do you remember those days when women were obedient to men? They dressed well from generation to generation to generation. They wouldn't try to be sluts.
I give Jesse a pass because I respect my elders, but I don't trust Jesse either. I don't trust Jesse either because he black.
Your wife.
I am definitely the head of my household.
I asked about the house. The wife is the head of the house. Are you the head of your wife?
The household means the wife, children, dog, bills. It means it all.
Are you the head of your wife?
Jesse, do you have dementia, brother?
I didn't ask you about the dog. I didn't ask you about the finance. I asked you about your wife only.
Do you have a listening issue, my brother? I don't care about you, Jesse.
I'll listen this time. Are you the head of your wife?
I'm the head of my complete household. Wife, children, dog, bills, everything.
I didn't ask. That's not the question. Are you the head of your wife?
How many of y'all heard me say that of everything? How many people heard me say it?
I didn't ask about everything.
Okay.
See, they don't agree with you.
The man is supposed to be the head of his wife.
Did you hear me say I'm the head of my household? Wife, children. Okay, if you're not head of your children, then what are you? You said household.
Beta. One nice thing about all this rain we've been getting in L.A., it kind of washing the homeless people away. The rain is washing the homeless people out and cleaning it up a little bit. That's kind of nice. Thank God for the rain. But anyway, let me go to Ron out of Texas. Ron, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
God instructed the Levite to be the one that takes the tithes. The Levite's supposed to give 90% of the tithes to the fatherless, the widow, and the stranger that's within our gates. Okay? Are you a Levite?
I had an uncle named Levi, and he had a son named Levi, my cousin.
Do you give 90% of your tithes to the widow and the fatherless?
That's not your business.
Okay, that's fine. But you are not a Levite.
Do you?
You don't even know what a Levite is. So why
are you a
taking
Levite?
tithes?
Are you a Levite?
No, I'm not a Levite.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Amazing. You're not even a Levite. On Saturday night, set your clock 1 hour ahead. The time goes forward. I wish they'd leave the time alone. What the? They're trying to run the world.
Fathom of the Opera with a diamond. I was laughing because he said Fathom of the Opera instead of Phantom. I can't even phantom it.
Who said that?
You did yesterday.
You black.
Yep.
A hangman's noose found outside a medical office prompted a hate crime investigation.
Police are trying to figure out who put a noose up at a Kaiser Permanente facility in Gilroy.
Everyone, Kaiser officials say this startling, not only to be startling, but they also find it really offensive. They say that it's painful and triggering, and they ultimately say they are going to do everything that they can to find out who did it and why. But hospital officials say it is being seen as a hate crime, and it's not only an open investigation with police, but it's also been initiated through a third party. The hospital says that it is providing emotional support for its staff, and they also
the hospital is providing emotional support. It's startling. It's traumatizing. It's emotional. It reminds me of when the blacks were being hung up on a tree in the old days. Have every department of law enforcement come out and you got to find out who did this. Some white man on the loose. Surveillance video showed an individual placing the rope to propel himself up a tree to cut down branches. White people trying to hang the blacks. And we need every law enforcement to investigate it right away. And Kaiser got to give us some Emotional support. Oh, my Lord, they're trying to hang me. Oh, Lord, the white man trying to hang the black man. Oh, Lord, they're hanging the blacks. They're hanging the blacks. And some guy working on a tree. Here is Shia LaBeouf. I had never heard of Shia LaBeouf. Hate and send me, I have heard about Shia LaBeouf. I just don't remember. Okay, maybe. So here's Shia LaBeouf talking about the gospel and letting go. This is from Bishop Robert Barron. Watch this.
I had a gun on the table. I was out of here. I didn't want to be alive anymore when all of this happened, okay? Shame like I had never experienced before. Kind of shame, you forget how to breathe.
Right.
And then you get further into the gospel and you start getting into like elements of this like redemptive. It felt like I started reading about a route. I started like reading a map, like towards something that felt like let go. That's really what I got out of the Gospels. If I could wrap it up in 2 words, it was let go.
I don't know no halal bow, but that's deep. I should have remember him, James. Maybe if I saw him in a movie or something. But that's true. And LeBeau is right.
Oh, I might have heard that.
Who is St. Patrick?
Like he was a slave?
You were black?
No. All slaves were not black, Jesse.
Don't let black people know that.
And on Streamlabs from Elizabeth, my pawpaw was from South Alabama. You ever been to one of them snake juggling tent services? If you thought God wanted you to grab a hold of a rattlesnake, would you do it?
Because Jesus said that even if a serpent should bite you or something, you'll be fine.
I don't know if Jesus said that. Somebody said that.
Somebody
in the Bible.
said that, right.
Yeah.
And so from that, the dummies thought he meant go out and find some snakes and play with them.
You think slavery was a good thing?
Yes.
What? Why?
That's a good question. I think it was good in that those were the times, and it allowed us to be born in America, the greatest country on this side of heaven. We were allowed to be born here rather than sneaking across the borders or having to fill out an application and wait for years or take a test, which we would have never passed, by the way. Do you love the Jews?
Some.
Does Muhammad love the Jews?
He loved all.
And so why don't you love all?
I love Adam Sandler.
Who?
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandwich?
Adam Sandler.
You should be saying, we're dumb. We're not going to have kids. We're dumb. We're just going to go to Costco. We're dumb. We know that the people of color are trying to destroy us. We're dumb. We're going to become enslaved in our own country. We're dumb. We're going to get married, but no kids. And so there's no reason to really get married, but we're dumb. And we're white. And we're dumb. Do you support the Great White Hope?
Oh, Donald Trump? No, I don't.
You don't support Donald Trump?
No.
Beta! And so if a man put on a dress and lipstick and say that he is a woman, is he really a woman or he just think he is, but in reality he is not?
If he believes he's a woman, I mean, if she believes she's a woman, she's a woman. So.
But in reality, it's not. You just believe that.
It depends on, I mean, no, I believe that they get to be what they want to be.
Don't you have to be high to come up with stuff like that, like hallucinating?
No, I think it's brilliant.
A woman in a pantsuit is saying that she's a man, but you see, with your eyes, you see as a woman. Would you pretend that it is a man?
I would ask how they wanted to have their gender identified.
And you pretend that it's whatever they say?
It's real. It's real to me if it's real for them. So.
In your mind.
I mean, do you think I'm passing as a woman right now?
Are you?
Am I a woman?
You just made me nervous. Are you?
I don't know.
You don't know what you is?
Yes, I identify as queer woman.
You're a lesbian?
Well, I identify as being queer, but.
A queer lesbian?
Well, I mean.
Would you like to see this country turn into a socialist communist society?
I wouldn't mind it to be socialist, But I don't know if we can do it right. We always seem to screw that up as civilizations.
Because it can't be done right. Are you okay with illegal aliens coming in?
Well, that's what white settlers were, weren't they?
Was it wrong when the white settlers did
it? It sure was. It was very wrong.
So is it wrong to let the illegals come in and do it?
Well, because I don't think that's what they're doing.
No, I'm asking, is it wrong to let the illegals come in and do it? Is it wrong for the white man
As
to
a
do
Native person, I think it's way too late to be thinking about like manning the borders.
You said it was wrong for the white people to do it. Is it wrong for the illegals to come in and do it?
Well, I call them undocumented, and I do not think, why wouldn't they come?
Is it wrong?
I don't think it's wrong.
So why was it wrong for the white people?
It's all about the spin and perspective. So.
But the illegals are breaking the law. You think that's right?
So did white people. They didn't care.
But you said it was wrong.
It was wrong.
But how come it's not wrong for the illegals?
Well, they're just trying to get a job.
No, they're not.
And like I said, it's already, to me, it's too late. It's that time has passed.
But do you see the contradiction in your statement? You say, oh, it's wrong for the white man, but
well,
the illegals.
It'd be the same contradiction for you then.
No.
Yes.
The white man did not break the law.
Yes, he did.
No.
Yes, he did. He made his own law.
There was a war like it is in all over the world, and the best man won.
That is.
I rest my case.
That makes me want to throw up. So.
Really?
It absolutely does. Yeah. It kind of makes me want to punch you too.
Well, I heard about those lesbians.
Jesse, I asked you a question. You had a hard father too, didn't you?
No.
You didn't? As I recall, you were beaten by your father. Is that not true?
No. No, a Harpo.
Excuse me?
No, I wasn't beaten by my father. You told Harpo to beat me. You remember that?
Mike Young with the Streamlabs donation. The woman that the Great White Hope, President Trump, got out of prison for drug possession voted for Joe Biden instead of the Great White Hope. Is anybody surprised?
I bet Trump want to put it back in there now. What the? So, Tim, are you a liberal, conservative, or where do you stand when it comes to politics?
You know, I'm just me. I'm more of an independent. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. So I'm an independent. That's how I'm registered.
Have you ever voted for a Republican?
No, I haven't.
Well, you call him the Great White Hope. Why do you reference his skin color?
Is he white?
By the way, if you think you can out-MAGA me, think again, buddy. All right? Another man that much? Oh, my God, you do have it. All right, Jesse. Well, then let me do this. Personally, I think Obama was a great president. What do you think about that? No, he did a lot of great things.
What did he do that was great?
What did he do that was great?
Sounds like you don't know.
He was chill.
You can say that again.
Yeah.
He had Big Mama. I want to ask you about your book, Michael, The Abortion Bible.
Correct.
Are you for abortion or against it?
My book takes the female side of the equation.
So are you in support of abortion or no?
Nobody on either side is in favor of abortion.
How about you?
Well, I am pro-female.
Do you support abortion though? As you, Michael Lee,
yeah.
Do you support abortion?
Yes, for women.
So you're in favor of abortion?
I'm in favor of women.
Are you pro-abortion or anti-abortion?
I would be more on the pro side.
So you are in support of abortion. You believe in abortion.
I believe that women should make that decision, regardless
but that's
of
not what
else.
I'm asking you. I'm asking you, are you in support of abortion? You support abortion. You think it's fine. Not what women want to do, because we know how crazy they are. But
well, I objected that the women are crazy, but
that's not called it crazy. Okay. You're right. It's evil.
Okay.
They are evil.
That's not evil.
But do you personally support abortion, or are you anti-abortion?
No, I would support abortion if a woman decides.
Not for the women. Are you for abortion?
Yes.
Oh, okay. And why, being a man and a Christian, why are you in favor of abortion?
Let's get this straight. Everybody is against abortion. Nobody wants this situation at all.
But you said you're for it.
Well, I think life is complicated. Life
that
is
doesn't
messy.
sound very complicated to me.
Life is messy. Everybody wants things black and white.
Life is not messy. People are messy.
Does God sanctify? Does God applaud? Do the angels sing every time there is sexual intercourse between a man and a woman?
What? They're not even watching.
The biggest thing that like annoys me in like the whole dating world is like talking stages. Like that's so annoying. Like the whole like, and just like the inconsistency in them. Like I literally like hate that like so much. But I think that's like my biggest thing. It's just like the fact of just like you like, I don't know how to word this.
Like I went down the road. Like I picked some cotton. Like it was hot out there. Like I couldn't wait to go home. Like I had a peanut butter hot dog sandwich. Like, it was so good. Like, I can't wait to have another one. Like, they ain't got time to go out there and deal with those demons. The demon told them they need to go dance.
The car is a total loss, as you can see. Police are now investigating.
The 32-year-old victim was stabbed several times by a man and...
These fat women are like, I'd rather go dance while you get robbed. You know how when a man starts a business and the woman see that the man has a business, you can have an empire. And in her jealousy, she goes, how's your little business? Joy Reid responded to Trump's victory at the Iowa caucuses Monday by condemning white Christians. Watch this from MSNBC.
We must remark upon the absolute tragedy of Ron DeSantis.
This
man torched the state of Florida's education system
by
turning it into a grand apologist for slavery. These are white Christians. Iowa is about 61% white Christian. The country as a whole is approximately 41% white Christian. They see themselves as the rightful inheritors of this country, and Trump has promised to give it back to them.
What's on a black female with white people hair? Is that what that is? It looked like it didn't even come all the way down on the head. Like, are you sure that's not a hat? It didn't even come all the way down. She forgot to pull it down because you kind of see that nappy hair under there. Was that a Trump wig? What the? It looked like, I don't know now, but it looked like Joy Reid want to be Trump. She put on his hair. And just jealous of Christianity, the best religion on this side of heaven, is she jealous because Satan is her daddy. Let me take Ben. He's been waiting a long time. Hey, Ben from Colorado. Thanks for calling. You on the air.
Hey, is this the Dan Crenshaw show?
Check this out from X. They say, what's beeping? And they have these two black females in the cockpit. And they're like, we ain't hear no beeping. We ain't hear. They're in the cockpit, right? They're headed toward the ground now. You see that? The plane going down. And it's beep, 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 beep. I don't hear no beeping.
Jesse, do you think black people were enslaved in this country?
Yes, they say they were, but they were better off then than they are today.
Why were they better off?
Because they were decent blacks. They worked. They had families.
You mean worked because if they didn't work, they would be killed or they have like their hand cut off or they'd be raped or branded or sold.
No, that's not why.
They have to engage in mandingo fighting or some terrible thing that happened.
You've been watching too many movies.
No, I am not just talking about watching too many movies.
Mandingo is not real.
The point is, Jesse,
what
is that basically you're signed up for the oppression of black people.
What do you mean?
Is where you stand.
I want the blacks to be free. I want them to stop begging and blaming and take responsibility. Stop identifying as a group, but as an individual.
You're not going to solve anything on an individual basis. But my question
You're not
is,
going to
so do
solve it
you
until
think,
you go
so
to
do you think,
individuality.
Jesse, do you think that white people as a group in this country never harmed black people with slavery
You
or
can't
with
find
lynching?
you can't find one white person living today that ever harmed one black person in slavery. Not one. By being supportive of his emotions, you're encouraging him to be weak. And then when he's weak, you hate him for being weak.
Yeah, and so I actually think that's very spot on.
There's nothing that an emotional man can do for you at all because he is a woman.
Mm.
You have a lesbian relationship. Lesbian!
You're so right. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't think about it that way.
I'm walking through the airport here in LA. And lo and behold, there's this woman with 2 children, a girl and a boy. The boy looked younger than the girl. And guess what? She had him on a leash. Can you imagine putting your child on a leash? The boy was trying to walk away and she snatched him back on the leash. Taking the dogs off the leash and putting the children on a leash. I have with me Dr. William James, the author of Black Supremacy. How many degrees do you have?
5.
You have 5 degrees?
5.
Wow, you're educated up to yang. Why do you have so many degrees?
I think education is the true answer to liberation.
So you think education is the key to freedom, you say?
Right.
Freedom of what?
Freedom from oppression.
What is oppression?
Was what black people went through during slavery or during Jim Crow. That's unfair treatment.
Oh, and so an education would free them from that?
Right.
Amazing. And so you're free mentally?
Right, mentally and physically.
Do the white folks oppress you?
I mean, they try.
By doing what?
They don't want me to teach the truth, like I have in this book.
And so you be trying to teach black supremacy in the classroom?
Yes.
And so if blacks are supreme, why they keep chasing white people and accusing them and asking for affirmative action and reparations and telling the white people, we want to be a part of your schools, we want to be a part of your everything, but you're going to have to lower the standards so that we don't have to worry about passing the test to get in and all that. Why don't black people go and just do their own thing rather than chasing white people if they are black supremacy?
Black people who follow the teachings of their ancestors that allowed them to be successful in the face of oppression, those are the supreme black people.
Who are the supreme blacks?
Frederick Douglass.
And where is Frederick now?
He's dead.
Oh, rest my case.
Benjamin Banneker.
I'm talking about now. What's wrong with the blacks that they are constantly complaining about the white man? Right now they're out of control as far as snatch and grab and robbing and stealing and raping and killing. If they're superior, why are they doing those things?
Those aren't the superior blacks.
Ooh, those are the inferior ones?
Yes, the ones who
and
do stuff like that.
And why don't the superior one help the inferior one?
We try.
How?
Like how I do it. I educate black youth. None of my students would ever do anything like that.
Oh, they wouldn't?
No.
Amazing. If they're superior, why were they trying to force their way into the white schools?
Because they didn't know that they were superior.
Oh, you could be superior and not know it?
Yes.
Why were they so dumb that they didn't know they were superior?
They weren't dumb, they were just ignorant.
Define superior for me.
Exceptionally greater than.
Exceptionally greater than.
Right.
And so the blacks were exceptionally greater than the whites?
Historically speaking, no group of people.
How could they be superior and didn't know it?
Because many don't know the truth. God has a chosen people. I know that I'm a part of those chosen people. If more black people knew that, then they would carry themselves like it.
But why didn't they know it then?
They were ignorant.
But why though? If you're superior,
systemic racism.
If you're smarter than the white
systemic
people.
Racism. During the 1940s and 50s, we still had black people in slavery.
But I'm black and I'm slow. I'm one of those slow and didn't know I was superior. But how can you be superior than everybody else and not know it?
May Louise Miller. She was a slave in the 1950s, and didn't even know that slavery had been abolished.
But I'm asking you, how can you be superior and not know it? If you're superior, wouldn't you like naturally do superior things?
We do naturally do superior things.
Like break into white people's business?
No, like run the fastest, jump the highest, things like that. If you run faster than everyone else, you're superior. No race of people have been oppressed like black people. So when it comes to resilience and innovativeness, black people are superior. Name a group of people who have been oppressed more than black people, then name a group of people who have made more inventions than black people.
The white people.
Really? Yeah. When were they oppressed more than us?
Right now.
When were they oppressed more than us?
Right now. The black people have been blaming them, taking their stuff, calling them racist.
That's not true.
Beating their children, calling it knockout games.
That's not true.
Robbing and raping their homes.
That's not true.
Taking their purses on the streets.
That's
telling
not true.
them if you disagree, you're a racist.
That's not true.
You don't know all that's happening? You got all those degrees and you don't know that the things I just named are happening to white people? What the? So say yes or no to me. Black people are superior to all other races, right?
Yes.
But they don't know it.
Right. If you don't
and
know.
Who gave them that superiority?
It's God.
Who?
God.
The Israelite God?
Yahweh.
Who?
Yahweh.
The hour?
Yahweh.
Who is Yahweh?
God. That's his name.
What the? You talked about Jim Crow law, right?
Right.
And were blacks suppressed during Jim Crow law?
Yes.
And were they superior to the whites during that time too?
Yes.
But they didn't know it?
No.
They had this hidden superiority and didn't know it?
Right.
Amazing. And so if blacks were suppressed during Jim Crow law, why were they doing better then than they are today?
Systemic racism.
Well, how is that superior to anybody?
We're superior because we have been oppressed the most, so our resilience is superior. That's what makes us superior.
It doesn't even make sense.
It does. If you can make the most significant contributions in the face of oppression, that shows some superiority.
Who destroyed the black family?
Systemic racism.
Who?
Who? White supremacists.
White supremacy destroyed the black family?
Right, systemic
racism. They made black men leave their homes?
They locked black men up, yes.
Did they make black men leave their home for the welfare check?
Yes.
They made them do it.
They didn't make them do it. It rewarded black women who kicked black men out the house.
Right. And so is the black woman superior too?
Yes.
If black women are superior, why did they choose to accept the welfare check over the husband?
You're twisting it. They're superior when they operate with the actions that their ancestors operated with.
Right, but their ancestors, at that time, they were not getting a welfare check. They were getting husbands, right?
Exactly.
And so if they were superior, why did they choose the welfare check over the husband?
Ignorance.
So the superior woman was ignorant?
Exactly.
She didn't know she was superior?
You're not going to act in a way that allows you to be superior when you're ignorant.
You got all those degrees and this makes sense to you?
Yes, it makes a lot of sense.
I grew up under the Jim Crow law, you know that, right?
Yes.
Down in Alabama, right?
You're 74,
and everything that they tell you about that is a lie. Black people were better off. They didn't hate the white man. They had families. They went to black schools and they were thriving. They would go to black colleges. They were quite satisfied with that. They would come back as teachers and professors. And they would get married. They would teach their children to work and think and be for themselves.
That's not
They
true.
treated other people the way they would like to be treated, never mind the color. They didn't let you play with bad black children or bad white children. They loved all people. They didn't hate anyone. It wasn't until the civil rights movement started that they told them, y'all need more. And the black people started, oh yeah, we do need more. Did you know that there were, I think, something like 4,000 blacks who owned slaves?
4,000 blacks who owned slaves?
You didn't know that?
No,
huh?
what's the source?
All your little black supremacy book, you didn't look that up?
No, what source is that?
Let's do this. We'll
That's
get it
a
for
lie.
you and put it up there. Why don't black people just kind of move on with their lives and stop this mess that they're into? If they're superior, why don't they somehow or another let their little superior stuff kick in what point will they say, you know what, we had enough complaining and being victims and talking about this mess. Let's show everybody what we can do. Why don't they forget about the past and live in the present?
Well, the past affects the present.
Not if you don't live in it.
There's no way to get around it. It does.
Yes, there's a way to get around it.
The past is still in the present.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Only in your mind.
No. And when we talk about systemic racism, do you know that in 2015...
You believe that racism exists?
Yes.
And what is racism?
Racism is the unfair treatment of one group of people based on their race, or the belief that one group of people is inferior solely based off their race.
Are you a racist for believing that black people are superior to all other races, you said?
No, I'm not racist.
So racism is a belief that one race is superior to another, right?
Solely based on race.
If white people think they're better because they do better than black people, they see that they're smarter, they're more innovative.
They're not smarter.
They're
not more innovative.
They're less to blame others and carry on.
No, they're not.
Does that make them superior to the blacks?
Nothing you said was true.
Does that make them superior,
no,
racist
it doesn't.
to the black because they do more?
They don't do more.
They do more.
What do you mean they do more?
They're keeping the country going while black people are chasing them, trying to get it and destroying it.
Prove that.
Who killed other blacks the most?
Blacks.
Who turned nice neighborhoods into hoods?
Hood people.
Who are those hood people?
Hoodlums.
I'm giving you a hint.
Who? Which people are those?
Are you a Democrat?
No.
You Republican now?
No.
And how do you vote?
I vote based off of knowledge, and I do my due diligence. I study to see which group, which person will do the most for black people.
That's another sign of inferiority.
What's that?
You vote for those who are going to do the most for black people.
Right.
Right? If black people are so superior, why can't they do most for themselves?
In a system? In a system?
If black people are superior,
right,
why do you even consider voting for somebody that's going to do something for the blacks?
I would, because that's what makes sense if I'm black.
But why, if they're superior, why they got to have somebody do something for them?
Because we grew up in a system.
And you do vote sometimes.
Sometimes.
And you only vote when they're going to do something for the blacks.
Specifically, only for blacks.
The superior people. Should we still give the blacks reparations?
Yes.
We should give the blacks.
Yes.
We should give the black supremacies, the superior people, smarter than everybody else, we should give them reparations. Amazing. At what point will the blacks stop begging and blaming?
Begging?
And blaming.
Who's begging?
The blacks.
When you give it to us?
And what is it that you want?
I want reparations. I want my money.
And how much do you want?
You could give me $300,000 to $1 million.
You personally want $300,000 to $1 million
yes.
of your reparation money.
Right.
And what did you do to earn that money?
I was born.
The hot seat.
What is a man?
An adult human male.
True or false, giving a woman the right to vote was a big mistake.
False.
What?
They should have the right to vote, so that's false.
Women should have the right to vote?
Yes.
Amazing. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Thank you for coming, man.
We need to do this again.
How come?
And as far as legal immigration, you know, we need to stop it. We need to stop we need to put a moratorium on legal immigration for 10 or 15 years.
Yeah, we need to put some moratorium on it.
So, Jesse, I'm a white male.
You white? Have you gone and forgiven your mother?
You know what? I have. I
to-
have. Just recently. I'm 42 years old. I would say I was probably 37.
And you went to your mother and forgave her?
I did.
You told her that?
I did.
Oh, good.
And
So
I'm
you.
close to my mother.
Oh, that's not good. Telephone, telegraph, tell a woman. 3 ways of communication. I want to show you this graphic showing China pollution from 1999 to 2017. Watch this.
Everyone is number one.
White House Chinese mission smart art.
能不能用一口气交换你一生？要迎接未来，不必等。Everyone is number one。成功的秘诀在。
That's all like hate music. But a number one, it means like America. That's all like hate music. What y'all? That reminds me that July is coming up, right? And I think July is when you're ready to go out in the fields and bring in the crops.
Oh, nice.
If I remember right.
Is it harvest?
And I remember those really nice watermelons.
I don't like watermelon.
Beta.
But by a poison. Poison that's for too long haunted this nation. What is that poison? White supremacy. Oh, it is. It's a poison.
Oh, yeah, it's a poison. This guy said he participated in the civil rights movement, right? Nobody remember it but Joe. A debate over funding more policing caused Wisconsin State Senator LaToya Johnson to condemn suburban areas.
Fuck the suburbs. Because they don't know a goddamn thing.
And the people just sitting there so quiet about it, they're scared to say anything. Can you imagine if a white woman had stood up and said, F the hood? Because they don't know a GD thing. What do you think would be happening today? I have with me Don Felden. He conducts Black History tours around Washington, D.C. How is that going, the Black tours guy going?
It hasn't really caught on yet, but I ain't giving up because that's just some history that's dying on the vines, man.
Yeah.
And Black history is the last frontier of tourism.
Is it hard to find like a job that pays money, paychecks every 2 weeks until you get your business rolling?
Now that's the typical response. The moment that you are distracted trying to work a job might be the moment that you miss that could have been your breakthrough.
But what happens if your business doesn't take off? You're going to end up on the street. So
I ain't worried about being on the street because I'm a good man.
But no man is good. Why do you call yourself good?
What do you mean no man is good? Where you get that from?
Christ said no man is good. Even when they call him good, he said, why do you call me good? No man is good. Only God is good.
Huh?
Do you have anger?
We all got anger, Jesse.
Do you have anger?
We all got anger, Jesse.
How about you?
Yeah, I got some anger. Hey, Jesse, listen to me, man. Are you familiar with the yin and the yang?
They're from China?
Yeah, you know the two different colors of light, the yin and the yang? One is black and one is white.
Where are they from?
And in the black, you got a little spot
God, are they
white.
from D.C. or China?
Oh, no. The yin and the yang. Come on, man. Let me explain something to you, Jesse. See, in everything bad, there's a little good. In everything good, there's a little bad.
So is God good?
Absolutely.
And so in him, is there bad, a little bad?
And you think God can't mess you up?
Do you think in God there is a little bad?
Absolutely.
And so if there's a little bad...
God mad. If you get God mad, you think you ain't going to see his bad side?
You can't get God mad.
What?
Is there a little good in Satan?
Satan can do some bad things and some good gonna come out of it.
So how can good come out of evil?
A perfect example. When you dig one hole, you might as well dig two.
That makes sense.
Because the hole you dug for somebody else just might be for you.
But what good can come out of evil?
Karma.
You said karma?
Karma.
Is karma related to yang and yin?
What?
So, Don, what's wrong with the blacks?
We don't trust each other.
And why not?
We've been conditioned
And who conditioned y'all not to trust one another?
The system.
Who is the system?
The system is white folk.
So the white people conditioned the blacks not to trust one another?
Absolutely.
So why were the blacks so dumb they allowed that to happen to them?
Then why would a black man have a White History Month?
You're not
Celebrate
answering. That's a question.
I'm going to show you.
You're not, I'm going to tell you about the white history when you ask, but I just asked, how did they allow white people to cause them not to trust one another if they were smart?
It could. Listen, do you think Obama could have had a black agenda in the White House?
You didn't answer that question yet.
Man, when you are enslaved.
Are you enslaved?
When you are conditioned.
Are you enslaved?
Man, we still enslaved, brother.
And why y'all enslaved?
Enslaved, Jesse.
Why y'all enslaved?
We will always be enslaved, Jesse.
Amazing. And so the white man,
because of the mindset.
The white man going to always keep y'all enslaved?
You don't think so?
No, I'm asking you. I'm not enslaved.
Absolutely.
And so do you believe if you stop believing that the white man is superior to you, that you will overcome being enslaved?
My is bigger than the average white man, so he ain't superior.
Don, keep it clean. Okay? Keep it clean. Kids watch this show.
Since you want to talk about superior, no, he ain't superior, Jesse.
Then why you call him supremacy then? Supremacy means superior.
Supremacy means control, Jesse. It's a mindset, Jesse.
Right, you believe that the white man is superior to you so he can control you, and that's why you complain about it.
Man, see, at one time, it was against the law.
Don, that's not today. That's not now. Live in the now, not in the past. Don, let's do this.
Did you know that, Jesse?
Let's do this because of time.
If you don't know your past, man, how you going to know where you're going?
That's not my past.
Really?
Really.
And you out of Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama.
You know, Jesse, let me show you something. See, I created my own dinnerware line, Jesse. Okay? I got my own dinnerware line. I just don't have the money to get it.
So why don't you get a paying job so you can make that happen?
So now I got to give up my freedom, go back and work for somebody just so I can get my idea to be a reality. Come on, Jesse.
But how's that giving up freedom? You work, they're paying you a check. You got an ideal in mind. You want to make your dinnerware work. It's not working with you.
Jesse,
why not get a job that's going to make you money so you can do what you need to do?
Are you working a job now, Jesse?
I am.
For who?
Myself.
So how come I can't work for myself, Jesse?
But I worked for other people until I was able to work for myself. I did both.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So that makes it right, Jesse?
Yes. Yeah.
Because you did it that way, Jesse?
Yeah. You have an idea. You want to start your own business, right? And you don't have the money on hand to do it. What's wrong with getting a job that would bring in a paycheck so you can get your thing going, and then once that's rolling, you can leave that job alone and just work your business? What's wrong with that?
So how come I can't create another idea instead of going to get another job?
But why create
why don't I just create another idea?
Let's do this because of time, Don.
Rather than going and get another job.
Don, let's do this because of time. Don, do you believe racism exists?
Absolutely.
And why do you believe that?
Because I see it every day.
You see it. And what does it look like?
I see it every day.
What does it look like?
It looks like it won't give you a chance. It looks like it won't support you. Look like it won't uplift you. Look like it won't encourage you. Look like it will put stumbling blocks in your way to prevent you, Jesse. That's what it looks like.
You need the white man to support you?
No, sir.
That's
why I'm out here. Hey, Jesse, not only have I created the True Conductor brand, I have my DC Black Tours, I've created a hop-on, hop-off shuttle, and I've shown you my dinnerware line that I've created, Jesse.
Don, did you grow up closer to your father or your mother?
My mom.
Your mother. Do you love white people?
I love all people.
Do you love white people?
I love all people.
Do you love white people?
I love all people.
Do you love white people?
I love good people, Jesse. That's who I love.
Do you love white people?
I love good people, Jesse.
How about white people?
Now, Jesse, if there are some good white people, so if I love good people, they in that group.
Should blacks get reparations?
Blacks shouldn't have to pay federal income tax. Because if you can't, listen, white folk are missing the greatest wealth transfer by not giving this group of black reparations, because they're going to spend it right back with them.
And so are you saying that the blacks should get reparations?
Was America built on free black labor, Jesse?
No.
It wasn't?
No.
Damn, you don't know your history, man.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Don, they housed them. In some cases, they paid them. They fed them. They took care of them. It wasn't free, Don. They didn't just do it for nothing. They were taken care of. What is a man?
Somebody that takes responsibility.
And so would a man be blaming another man for his situation?
Man, right now, I can show you a letter where they used 2 different termination letters to terminate me from Metro. 2 different letters.
Don, would a man ever blame another man for his situation?
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Have you ever done that?
Absolutely. I just told you. Metro stole my job. I just told you.
But what does that have to do with you getting another job?
So when they put in your file a letter that said you was fired for workplace violence and sexual harassment, it's kind of rough for you to get a job. It's kind of rough when somebody sets some stumbling blocks in your way, Jesse.
And so you tried to get one?
You act like, as a black man, you ain't never had nobody set no stumbling blocks in your way.
And you tried to get one, but you couldn't get it?
I didn't even try because I had my CDL, Jesse.
So,
I knew it was a trap.
So why didn't you try and see what would happen?
I started working for myself, Jesse.
But that's not working out very well.
I started working for myself, Jesse.
But that's not working out very well.
I ain't sleeping in my car.
Amazing. True or false? Giving women the right to vote was a major mistake.
False.
False?
False.
Amazing. Did you have fun?
Yes.
Thank you for coming on, Don. That was amazing. I really appreciate it. There's a wicked black DA out of New York going after the Great White Hope. They say he messed around with some slut. Gail, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Thank you, Jesse.
You're welcome. But how old are you?
I'm 1 year younger than you.
Amazing. So you're like 98. Julie, welcome to the show. You're on the air.
I'm white.
She white.
And I have only, up until this point, gone to African churches. So I just got out of an African church. And when I say African, I don't mean African American. I mean they are born in Africa.
So why you been going to an African church?
Because I liked all the whooping and wailing and hollering and dancing. I don't know. I don't know if it's because I'm Italian. I just gravitated towards that. So at this African church, and they're from Ghana, they made me the administrator, and I was with them. I was dedicated to them. I did everything that they told me to do, and I got no pay. If it was day or night, no matter what, even if I was wanting to go to sleep and they needed something, I'd get up and I'd do it for them.
Really? So you like a white slave?
Well, now that I'm listening to you, I didn't know that at the time, what was going on.
So you a white slave and didn't know it, and they're from Ghana? What the?
Yeah. So I was getting a lot of compliments by the pastor, the male pastor. The wife came after me.
Amazing.
She destroyed me.
So be done with it and move on with your life. You had no business up there in no all-black church.
That's right?
Yeah. What the? From Ghana. They gotta get you. So just wish them well. Don't be angry. Okay. Don't judge them at all. Just wish them well and move on with your life. You'll be fine.
I used to be a teacher. I would never step foot in a classroom again. I have my own kids. That is a zoo.
Yeah.
You do not want to be in that environment. It's
Yeah.
complete anarchy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't send a dog to a public school.
Me either. Not even her son's dog.
Mike Young, hey Jesse, I may have asked this before, but I don't understand. What is it that the black community wanted Donald Trump to do for them? If they say the Great White Hope didn't do anything for black people, what do you think that they want, Jesse? Thanks.
Free stuff.
Savage. King Cole. Savage. 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 Savage.
Lesbian.
Get a job.
I've worked for women before in my Beta state. It did not work well. I remember once I had a Mexican boss. She ended up getting so frustrated with me, she quit. It was a mess. She was bee on wheels.